And we're back. Pretty sure this is a door. Yeah. Oh shit! Piece of heart, piece of heart, piece of heart, piece of soul. I will take the battle axe and the helmet. The helmet looks awesome. And the rest is just regular dwarven stuff. I do still think that the rest of the Iron Knuckle, like the Iron Knuckle should have its full armor set. Because they weren't just like dwarven shit. They had like Gerudo decaling all over them. So I definitely think the Iron Knuckle should have their own set. What is this? What are you? What are you doing? How do you not see me? Well, that probably didn't help. Explode and fuck up that vampire. I told you to fuck up the vampire, not me. What was that? Oh, that wasn't the explosion. That was you biting me. Wow, that hurt really bad. Can I please stop exploding for 5 seconds? I don't even know what it takes to upgrade my armor still. Okay, can't get that. I know there's stuff down there, like, yeah, look at all them Gibdos. Can't get that yet. That means the key must be down there somewhere. Shit! Oh, hello. Deku nuts. That's a little bit more fire than I was expecting. Please don't scream at me. These guys look cool. That is a weird... It's like their skin is made out of chainmail. Linen wrap. Gibdo dust. Definitely want to toss a lot of these bombs though, because they're starting to be heavy. Those have more range than I assumed. I killed both of them. There's also this guy. Carrot crab. Carrot, whatever, fuck it. Is there a key in here? There's a bunch of Mon. Where is the key? Where's the key? I already checked that chest. No one has the key, just some glow dust. Do one of the bats have the key? Or the keys, I guess. Did you have it and I just didn't pick it up? No. Where are the keys? What did I miss? Oh, I guess I didn't check to see if any of the keys open up that door at the beginning. So right now, neither of those open up that. Something I can do in here. I think this is why I couldn't beat this dungeon, because I just couldn't find the key to either of those doors. And I had to no-clip through everything. Yeah, maybe the Iron Knuckles, maybe the key he gave me opens up that door at the beginning, and then that leads to an area with the other keys. I don't remember this guy being here. No, that's not opening. What the hell? Not seeing anything with the Eye of Truth. I already checked that chest. Maybe there was something in the sand down here I missed. I don't want to fall. Oh, hello. I don't know. Looks like the enemies despawned, so hopefully they did not have the key on them and I just didn't pick it up, because that would be bad. That means I would be soft locked. Maybe it was on one of these guys. Like, I know you had the key to that first room. Did I miss a key in here? No. Where's this fucking key? It's just two big square rooms. What am I missing here? You had the key on you to the second door. Like the door up here. I'm gonna take my boots off because there may be enemies under the sand or some shit that aren't detecting me. I don't see how they couldn't detect me because I made a lot of noise. There's another dead gib though, but still no key. Where is this key? Oh shit, what is that nonsense? Why is that just not in the chest? That's impossible to see. I'm mad about that one. That feels cheap as shit. Okay. Well, let's continue on, I guess. There are most definitely vampires in here. A lot of ruined and burned books. Coffins. Whoa. Demos. Dark Essence. Black Soul Gem. Holy shit. Soul Gem Fragment. Soul Gem Fragment. Moon Shard. Soul Gem. Gerudo Note 2. I don't remember seeing Gerudo Note 1. Ring of Woodfall. Holy shit, that was a good find. Grey Gem. We have heard tell of other relics of Hyrule scattered throughout Skyrim. We have found a few hidden in the Spirit Temple, but we are glad to hear of more. We have also heard whispers of other findings, even seeking out those relics. Of others finding, even seeking out those relics. Why now? Why after thousands of years? Why are the relics emerging now? Why are they suddenly important? By Din's power, is it the Black Beast? Has he returned? The wheels of fate turn so slowly, but... And I cannot turn the page. Did I check this? I did not. Dark circlet. Dark glass armor. Damn. How to be an edgelord 101. Let's see what's over here. Golden butterfly wing. Another golden butterfly wing. Skip the death, skip the death. Gerudo Note 3. Gerudo is a resilient desert flower facing the sun's gaze. A Gerudo grows brilliant while others fade. What have we become? Is it fitting that the statue is rubble? Did I miss a note somewhere? Is this supposed to be like another... Yep, I did miss a note. Some of us wept when we unearthed the Spirit Temple. We have such vivid memories of it, and have longed to return to it. Now we have proof of our memories of our past. The temple has not been treated kindly by time, but we will rebuild it. These cursed forms bring great mobility to us, and we are able to work without being disturbed by the Forsworn and the Hag Ravens recruited to excavate Sand God's passage. I am proud of my sisters, and I still have a nagging doubt. Are we justifying what we were doing, or are we pursuing an imagined past? Unearthing, repairing what should be forgotten. Should we accept change, ignore the past and let it die? Or should we make use of our curse and the time that was given to us with seasons unending? What I don't understand though, why are the vampires evil? Why are the Hylian and Gerudo vampires evil? Okay, that's 5. I'm going to want to read 4 first. Hopefully I can find it. Also, there is a key somewhere in this room. Is that 4? Yeah, okay. I still think of her. I dream that I could talk to her, or that we would fall for each other, or at least she would fall for me as much as I did for her. I remember feeling weak when I saw her. Even for a moment I would obsess about scenarios in which we could meet, times we could talk, even for a moment. I remember when we first met, and she looked at me. I had never seen her before, but she looked at me with such intensity, such truth, that I felt like I woke from a slumber. I spoke to her once or twice in passing, but never for very long, only greetings and pointless niceties. I doubt she ever cared, and yet I told myself that if I was given the chance to speak to her for even a few minutes, that we would begin the journey that would never end. One look caused me this pain, but I do not blame her. I only have myself to blame. I fell in love with an idea, a fantasy, not a real person. Those fantasies, those dreams are meaningless now, as they always have been. She will never come back, and I was never meant to be with her. She surely had other suitors more assertive than I, more present, more close by, though likely not as intelligent or attractive. Nice! I wish I could erase these thoughts from my mind, as upon sand on a shore, but instead they are buried as under sand in a desert. She will never come back, and I was never meant to be with her. Who's that talking about? Is that Gerudo saying she has the hots for Zelda? I can see that being what that was. And we got this Gerudo poem here and one more note. There they are, and there they have, and they are here, and they have the Ocarina of Time. There is no other way they could have entered this place. We have had to use magic and trial and error to get past the block of time. Years of research and experimentation. They could not have achieved that, could they? Nevertheless, we must assume they have the Ocarina, and it is our only hope for returning home. They do not know its power, and they do not know its history. We must have it. We need it. We will take it by any means necessary. With it here, Hyrule. Well, there was no one in here, so I don't know why she stopped so abruptly. Well, let's read this poem book. What an amazing poem. I would read twice. But there was no one in here, so... Okay, so apparently other people searching for the... Holy shit, where did you come from? So what the fuck, man? You might want to just next time think about, I don't know, maybe asking someone worthy to wield the Ocarina of Time to help you instead of just assuming you're gonna have to kill the guy and make him defend himself and murder you in cold blood. Maybe you wouldn't be dead if you just, you know, weren't stupid. What the hell, man? Well, that seems to be all that's in here. I see you, bastard. What are you wearing on your head? Is that the eightfold blade? Yiga Blade Master. I don't want to steal the note from him. I definitely don't want to steal that from him. Zelda's Wrath. He has a lot of books. What can I steal that wouldn't be... Okay, that's a very bad chance to steal. Shit.
Never should have come here.
What is that? I don't want to hit you towards that because I get the feeling that's a loading zone. Also, why do I get the feeling that's going to shoot a blade of energy at me? Also, poor Gerudo Vampire, even though they've been doing nothing but trying to murder me because they're all a bunch of fucking retards. I said the R word again. God damn it. Seriously though, why would they not even attempt to ask if, like, I can help them? Oh, that's just a mage hood. Wind Cleaver, that's what it is. This high critical damage and can launch cyclones. Launch cyclones, not launch. Alright. Did he leave anything in the chest? He did. The Hero's Glass Armor. Oh, this shit looks cool. I might want to wear that. Oh, let's read those notes. Clan letter 3. Yesterday is forgotten. Investigate reality. Gain insight. Adjust your perspective. Damn. Alright, and then what was that? The Tyranny of Zelda or some shit? Or Zelda's Wrath? Yeah, Zelda's Wrath. Beware the fury of a patient man. Holy fuck. It's still going. It's still going. The rest of this episode is just gonna be this book, most likely. Alright. You must not do this. I have no other choice, my queen. Give me the dagger. Word. You must not do this. She stared at us, kneeling, the dagger shaking as she held it to her chest. Zelda was... Holy fuck, someone's trying to kill themselves on page 1. Zelda was reaching out to her, and I was holding my breath out of fear. Word again, I pleaded. Give me the dagger, you... I'm sorry, she said, and the dagger plunged. She collapsed, and the sound echoed in the chamber. That's fucked. Zelda was silent. I looked to her. We both breathed heavily. I can't do this, Nabooru, she whispered. Okay, so this is Nabooru and Zelda talking. From Nabooru's perspective, apparently. I couldn't answer. All this death, every life, I just can't do this anymore, she said, looking to me. She had no tears in her eyes, no expression on her face. She was a sister to me, I said. Zelda was silent. She closed her eyes. Prepare for battle, Nabooru, she said. They are coming. Before I could respond, I heard running footsteps. I turned to face the entrance to the chamber and saw a dozen or so Gerudo warriors enter and stand in formation. Once the last of them arrived, 2 old women entered, the witches. Holy fuck. Ah, what have we here, Kotake, one of them said. Goodness me, it's the Queen of Hyrule, Kome, the other cackled. The young I see a young lady with her, Komei said. You do. I see a corpse, Kotake snarled. Okay, so I would just like to point out a continuity error. Like, I don't mean to be a dick about this, but this is kind of a big continuity error. There was a thing, like the earlier note, the journal that the vampire Gerudo chick had, saying that Naburu got kidnapped by Kotake and Komu, like when she would have got kidnapped normally. And if she did get kidnapped normally, that means she would have been possessed and turned into an Iron Knuckle and then, you know, died. So I don't really see... Well, I guess if it's way in the future, the sages could have come back in physical form. So I guess it's not that hard to explain off. Hang on, sorry, yawn. It's 3:30 in the morning. Zelda did not turn to face the witches. She raised her head and looked to the ceiling, her eyes closed. What do you have to say for yourself, princess? Kotake said mockingly. Yes, you have killed one of our own. The king will be displeased, Komei added. Oh, and you have Naburu with you, Kotake said. I am disappointed. Of all Gerudo to be a traitor, poor Naburu, Komei said. I don't know why I'm losing it here. It's probably because I'm so tired. You lie, I said. Zelda did not kill her. Naburu, Zelda sighed. You have no proof. This is unjust, unfair. Zelda bowed her head. Naburu, she sighed, please. I stopped speaking, but glared at the witches. Is Naburu seriously thinking Ganondorf is, like, not just a massive dicklord during the events of this book? Like, why is she acting like Kotake and Komu aren't 100% trying to frame Zelda? What should we do, Komei? Kotake asked. The king would want to see her, Komei replied. Dead or alive? Kotake inquired. Dead, certainly, Komei said, nodding decisively. Naburu too? Naburu too. The witches motioned for their warriors to attack. Zelda turned to face them. Her expression was neutral and empty. I'm sorry, she said emotionally. The first Gerudo to swing at her was dodged. Another Gerudo swung and Zelda blocked her blade. I was challenged by a pair of warriors and fought for my life. My fight brought me away from Zelda, from where I fought. I saw 8 more warriors surrounding her, ready to charge when the two actively fighting her were dispatched. The witches took to the air and hovered over her, spells ready. Hang on, need to take a breather. Sorry about that. As the 8 warriors charged from around her, and as spells volleyed from above, a gust of wind exploded from her, and the 8 warriors were thrown to the ground. The spells struck the floor where Zelda once stood. She reappeared near me, knocking the warriors and me to the ground. I quickly stood up and looked to Zelda, who spun around, surrounded in blue magic, reflecting a fire spell. Okay, she's just going full on Smash Bros right now. Reflecting a fire spell away from her and back at Kotake. The witch reacted too slow and took the blast and managed to recover and extinguish any lingering flames. One of the Gerudo near me unsheathed the dagger and slashed at Zelda's ankle, but Zelda kicked the dagger out of her hand. The other Gerudo stood to engage me in battle. Traitor, she shouted, swinging her blade at me. I blocked it and attempted to disarm her. She countered and slashed at my arm, forcing me to drop my weapon. I held my hand against the wound, and she held her blade against my neck. Too easy, she said, as she tightened her grip. She was enveloped by glittering magic and thrown to the side. Zelda had stopped her for the time being. Zelda knelt to me and grabbed my arm. She briefly concentrated and my wound was healed. I don't remember from what Zelda game that is, but I know that is something Zelda can actually do and not just made up from this. I just cannot remember what Zelda game she does it. Definitely not Breath of the Wild. The brew. Okay, that joke kind of hit me. I'm laughing at my own joke because I'm so fucking stupid. Alright. Naburu, please forgive me, she said, looking in my eyes. For what? I asked. For that which I am about to do, she replied. She let go of my arm, stood and faced the witches, as well as the warriors who had surrounded us. Do you want to end the fight? Komei laughed, asking for peace. Do you give up? Kotake cackled. Zelda said nothing and launched a fireball at Kotake, ending her laughter. The witch was too hurt from her previous injury. and too surprised to react, and took the full power of the spell. She fell from the air and struck the ground with a sickening thud. Time stood still. Komei rushed to her sister's side, then quickly stood. Kill her, she commanded, and the Gerudo charged Zelda. Zelda closed her eyes, held out her hands, and gestured a massive fiery explosion swept from her. I was left unharmed, but every warrior was severely burned, and they collapsed, screaming in pain. Komei was unharmed as well. Zelda walked slowly, stoically towards the witch, past the screaming warriors writhing in pain. I watched Komei's expression change from anger to shock to fear as Zelda came to stand before her. You now know the meaning of loneliness, Zelda said quietly, the room shaking as she spoke. I have shown you that good has its limits. She suddenly plunged her sword into Komei's chest. Wow, they broke Zelda. Because this isn't Twilight Princess Zelda, who would 100% just fucking do that. The witch cried out in pain. As you spend your last moments alone, Zelda said calmly, listen to the sound of your dying daughters and think about the life you had. How long were you hateful? How long were you angry? Why were you so committed to hate and death and suffering when the horizon was darkening, the path was ending, and everyone's tale was coming to close? They broke the shit out of Zelda. Holy fuck. Komei choked. Blood had soaked Zelda's hand and her dress, but she was still expressionless. I am sorry, Komei whispered. I don't want to die. No one does, Zelda replied. God damn, Zelda! Holy fuck. She kneeled to look Komei in the eyes. Tears streamed down the witch's face as she looked at Zelda. Zelda put her hand to the witch's face, then moved her arm around her neck in an embrace, and the mouth close to the witch's ear. I forgive you, she whispered, then quickly twisted her sword. Komei let out a painful sigh and died. Zelda waited a moment, then drew her sword from Komei's chest. She stood and turned to Kotake's corpse. She kneeled and placed her hand on Kotake's forehead, bowing her head in prayer. As she stood and faced the Gerudo warriors on the ground, some still writhing, others unconscious. Komei's blood dripped from her sword. Holy fuck, they turned Zelda into a goddamn war queen. How in the world did she die? Because I know she died as part of this mod. How? She just pulled that nonsense off. How the fuck did she die? She went to each soldier and healed them of their wounds, erasing their burns and dissolving their pain. If you value this world, Zelda announced, you will join me. Only I can save it. Sorry. The soldiers stood one by one and followed Zelda to me. I stared at her, shocked, confused, and terrified. She looked at me with solemn eyes. Why? I said breathlessly. What about word? She is beyond my help, Zelda said. But her soul belongs to another god now, Zelda said stoically. Come, Nabaru, we have work to do. She turned and made her way out of the spirit temple. I retrieved my glaive from the ground and followed her. Turning to look at the destruction left in the room, I felt dread. I felt a shadow hanging over me. Everything will come to dust. All things. Holy shit. That was insane. Alright, now speaking of insane, what is going on with this? Is this an Oblivion Gate? What? What? Oh, I guess that was just the dungeon. So the reward for that dungeon was finding out that Zelda turned into a goddamn Beast Lord and the Windbreaker, or whatever the fuck. The Wind Cleaver, yeah. God damn, Zelda. Holy shit, though. They broke Zelda. They broke the ever-loving shit out of Zelda. Oh, okay. I thought it was weird that there were these closed coffins with nothing in them.
Just a
I'm gonna end the episode after I get out of this cave.
Do your worst.
You went fly. Are you wearing a dark robe? I think you are. Yeah, you're wearing a dark robe. Some nice boots. Another gray gem. I'm getting a lot of gray gems. So I actually should be able to make the mirror shield of the Great Sea next time. I still have some grottos to go. I still got the entire ass Mad God's Passage. And I'm pretty sure there's one more I'm forgetting about. Yeah, the one up by Dawnstar. I haven't been to that one. So there's Mad God's Passage, Dawnstar. Then there's like 3 on Solstein. I don't think I can even get to Solstein yet. Have I been attacked by the dragon cultists? Oh, that's right. I need to complete Way of the Voice. Oh well. I don't really need to go Solstein for anything, so it's not that big of a deal. But, oh my god, Zelda. You goddamn beast. Alright. I think I'm going to, like, after I end this episode, I think I'm going to go to, what was it? The alteration table. And see if I can change Ganondorf's sword into a one-handed sword. Because if I can, that is what I'm going to be using. Can I? What happens if... Okay. I didn't even... I didn't even, like, spaz out. I just walked through like it wasn't even fucking there. Oh, hello. You are hidden away nicely. Elven Mace of Wilting. That could be pretty good. Yeah, that's just a... Okay, so that's just a random ass chest, not really anything. Alright. So I will save and end it here.